everybody, once again I am back here with a bang. You are there with Pooja Joshi and my channel's name is Easy English Explanation. So today we can start chapter number 2 of NCERT book, Honeydew NCERT book, that is the Tsunami. But Tsunami, it starts with T. But you know that we speak Tsunami, so T will be silent. Clear? So you can tell me, children, that have you experienced any of disasters? How have you managed that? How have you overcome that disaster? So let's see here that here some of the stories are given of savior and survival. The stories here are of courage and survival. So that will give us inspiration. So let's start. Now, here you can see the maps of Andaman and Nicobar Islands first. So, North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman, then Port Blair, Andaman Sea and Little Andaman. So here there are the different islands. Which group of islands? It is known under the name of Andaman Islands. And here downside the islands which you can see, they come under the heading Nicobar Islands. Nicobar Islands. Clear? So here you can see Car Nicobar, Nancowry, then Great Nicobar. Here also this side you can see Little Nicobar, Catch-all and Teresa Islands. So as you see here, now read the sentences below. Rewrite the incorrect ones after correcting the mistakes. So here this is a worksheet or one task for you. Catch-all is an island. You have to just do true or false. You have to correct the incorrect statements. Catch-all is an island. I will read out the statements for you. You just try it as a part of your homework. It is part of the Andaman group of islands. Number 3, Nancowry is an island in the Nicobar group. Number 4, Catch-all and Nancowry are more than 100 miles apart. For this answer, you have to use this scale given here. Clear? Now, the fifth number point, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. And sixth and the last one, the Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Islands. Just mark it and let me know your answers. So now we will move to the lesson. I'll read out the lesson for you. Just pay attention. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. See, here it gives the definition of tsunami. That tsunami is much more than, much disastrous and dangerous than flood. A tsunami, it is a very large and powerful wave. It is caused by earthquake under the sea. Means, if the earthquake is on land, then it is an earthquake itself. But the earthquake which is under the sea, there are disturbances under the sea that will create huge big waves. You know, children, on 26th December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India, such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are parts of India itself. They are the regions of India and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival, that how people faced the situations bravely. Some of them came out very well. They survived from it. Some had the worst experience to see their loved, beloved ones, their near and dears, their relatives were dead. But still, they had to manage. They had to show their courage. So let's see some more. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. So, here in this story, there are clues where we can find out that animals have a sixth sense. Maybe they are, in this matter, they are ahead of the men, human beings. So see this disastrous scene. It's too dangerous to see itself. It horrifies us a lot. These stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago means, see here, you can see the word meanings as well. Don't forget, children, to note down in your notebooks a group of many islands and the surrounding sea. Archipelago means a group of many islands along with its sea which is surrounding it. Now here the stories start. But these are not merely the stories, they are the real stories of life. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Catchall. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. So here what happened? Ignatius, he was a manager of a cooperative society. He worked as a manager in Catchall, that is one of the island in this Nicobar group of islands. His wife, she felt that there is some shaking. There is an earthquake. She felt the tremor. Here we see the meaning of tremor in the vocabulary: a slight shake, earth tremors. The earth shakes during an earthquake, the shaking of the earth. She felt that there was an earthquake. She immediately woke her husband up, and Ignatius was her husband. What did he do? Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table. Then he put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. By this time, his attention was on just saving his television set. He may not be knowing that what lies in the future. Then they rushed out of the house. When the tremor stopped, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusion, two of his children caught hold of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. So what happened there? When the tremor stopped, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusion, see, chaos means here the meaning is given, see, complete disorder or confusion. That is, totally there is nothing is understood. Total confusion is there, that what is going on, what is happening. Two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father, their Nanaji, and mother's brother, that is their mama. They caught hold of them and rushed in the opposite direction. But Ignatius was never able to see them again in his life. His wife was also swept away with the flow of the water. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. That means he was able to save his three children who were there with him. But what about the other two children? God knows. Maybe they had died. His wife also was swept away and maybe she had died. He never was able to see his family again. Only 3 children were left with him out of his 5 children, wife and his wife's father and his wife's brother. So now what happened? There is a story of yet another man who was a policeman. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Catchall Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. See, very well he knew his duties already. He was a policeman. He was serving others in his profession. He was serving in the Nicobar group of islands. He was able to manage himself. He was able to save himself, his wife, even his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. He heard somebody's cries and he found out that the cries were of John, the guest house cook's wife. So he was not able to stop himself. He jumped into the water to rescue her. But they were both swept away. To save somebody's life, even Sanjeev lost his life. But that was a part of his duty. He was not able to save, but he had the intention to save the guest house cook's wife. Then, after Sanjeev's incidents, there is an incident of a 13-year-old girl, Meghna. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. The water of the floods, the tsunami, took her away along with 77 other people plus her parents. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door, maybe a wooden door of some house or some building or something. It had just destroyed or broken, and she held it to the wooden door for complete total 2 days time. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. Maybe she tried to call them again and again, but they were not able to see and found out that there one girl needs their help. They were not able to see her. So for 11 times this happened. Just imagine the courage that girl must be possessing. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze, complete astonishment, surprise, and she was like totally out of her senses and her mind. She was found walking by somebody on the seashore. So after Meghna, here's an instance of Almas Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair. Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where her father had a petrol pump. Her father owned a petrol pump. Almas Javed was a 10-year-old student. She studied in Carmel Convent School. The school was in Port Blair. Her mother Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. Means the family had gone to celebrate Christmas at the mother's father's place in Nancowry Island, as there was the festival of Christmas. When the trammers came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. As it was early morning, all were sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. Alma's father saw that the sea water was moving back. Here you can see the meaning of recede word, move back from where it was. Okay, so it seemed to be moving. Then he understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. See, those who are living near the sea, they are quite experienced with the conditions, with the natures, with the mood of the sea. Whenever very silently the sea appears to be going back, but actually it is going to come back with a great speed and force. So Alma's father understood that why the water was receding or why the water was moving back. So he thought that I will rush my family to a safer place where it would be safe from the waves of disastrous waves of tsunami. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. As they ran, her grandfather was hit by something on the head. We don't know what was it exactly, but he fell down. Her father rushed to help him, and as he helped grandfather to be saved, both of them swept by the wave, and maybe they were dead. Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out to her. A wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. See here, Alma's aunts and her mother, they just stood and they hold a tree, that leaves of the coconut tree. Whatever they found at that time, they just held it properly, tightly. But even then, they were calling out to her. They wanted Alma to come with them. Suddenly, a big wave came and the wave uprooted the tree. The whole tree was uprooted from its root. The tree came out itself and all of them were washed away. They were swept away with the water. Such a tragic situation, a tragic condition. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it and then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamorta. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. See what happened? Here we can see that Alma, she found that there was a log of wood. It was floating. She found one piece of wood and she just climbed onto it. With all the courage she gathered, she climbed onto it. But after then, she fainted. She lost her consciousness. When she woke up, she was in a hospital. She found herself then she was in a hospital in Kamorta. Then from there she was brought to Port Blair. Imagine the girl who saw her mental condition, what would have been. She saw her whole family swept away in the floods of water. She saw everybody dying in front of herself and she could do nothing to save them. Imagine her condition. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Here see, traumatized word and its meaning over here. Greatly shocked and distressed. She was greatly shocked and distressed. She is in a deep shock. She doesn't want to talk about this incident with anyone. Moreover, how could she? She is not able to talk with anybody about this. She has seen her mother, her aunts, her family, her father, everybody just sweep away with the water. So how she would be able to talk about this tragic incident? This disastrous tsunami has taken everything from her. So with this, we end the first part. As you can see here, the second part will start after this. So with this, we are ending the first part of this lesson, the Tsunami Honeydew book. NCERT. Okay, then just mention your comments. It will be very valuable to me. This for the first time that we are not meeting directly. You can't see me, so imagine your just note down your comments and problems if you have any. These will be always welcome to me. So bye bye, see you till next, goodbye.